Fight back!
They're demonstrating to protect rights they won decades ago. Thousands of protesters are recreating a famous march that took place here in Alabama. It was known as Bloody Sunday, and it ended with police attacking hundreds of peaceful protesters. The year was 1965. The demonstrators included civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., and they were struggling for the right to vote. It resulted in the passing of a crucial law. Only a few months later, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Voting Rights Act, which barred any discrimination at the polls. Now civil rights activists are walking for 80 kilometers in the state of Alabama. They're protesting new voting and immigration laws, which they say target minorities. The Republican-backed laws require voters to show strict forms of photo identification. Supporters say it reduces electoral fraud. But critics say African Americans and Latinos disproportionately lack such identification.
About 25%, 1/4, of all African Americans of voting age don't have the requisite photo ID necessary to meet the more stringent challenge to be able to turn out and vote.
The march is also drawing attention to Alabama's new immigration laws, often described as the toughest in the nation. It requires people to prove their citizenship during everyday life, from routine police stops to enrolling their children in school. The law has been challenged in court by a coalition of civil rights and immigrant groups, who argue it leads to discrimination and racial profiling. Just this week, an appeals court blocked 2 parts of the law that's being contested. Those marching say the voting and immigration laws are linked.
47 years ago, our fathers stood on these steps and fought for our right to vote and our right to live free of racism. We stand with the communities to tell you you will repeal these immigration laws.
Civil rights leaders say they've retraced the path of those before them because they're facing the greatest attack on voting rights since the end of segregation. Mesner-Hage, Al Jazeera.